Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Insights with Dylan White. Today we're going to do a pretty cool video where we walk through what is an IT support engineer and how you can find out the different requirements for an IT support engineer based off of one very popular job board and two other job boards you may not be using in your everyday job search. So hopefully you guys can find out what you should be studying for, what you guys should have on your resume, and how you guys can add additional skills to make you more job equitable. So let's dive in on the other side. See you guys there. All right, guys, welcome back. We're over on ZipRecruiter right now. We are going to take a look at what an IT support engineer or technician job skills would be. We kind of just want to read through what the job description is and then build off of that. I have my own definition of what an IT support engineer does. I've built courses based on this that are free for people to go through and follow and build their own labs for it and start having some projects. Let's take a look so you guys can kind of see what it entails in today's environment, right? So first off, we're on ZipRecruiter. Hopefully you have a profile. You can see some of the keywords we look for, but right, we're going to type in IT support, leave the state blank, right? It's found some 50,000 jobs, right? 580,000 jobs in Monroe within 5,000 miles. So let's look any distance. If you're new to ZipRecruiter, you can see that right off the top there is a bunch of different filters posted anytime, all salaries, all employment types. Remote in person, so if you want to filter this out, right, it's got 580,000 jobs anywhere in the world. Let's look at just remote only. I narrowed it down by over to just less than 10%. About 8% of the jobs that we found before are remote only. That's a big difference, right? So it's a little bit uh, interesting when you start seeing that, the people that are looking for remote only, you're battling over 8% of jobs and you're battling everybody that's looking for a remote job. So it's very difficult. Whereas if we look in person, we look distance, let's go within 50 miles of me. So then that's semi decent computable. 5,000 jobs. Right? These are people that can only be in this area, right? So there might not even be 5,000 people looking for a support job. So you might have no battle here, right? So support analyst, infrastructure analyst, but what's that, 60K? So let's pick one of these. That doesn't say senior. Let's look at 50,000 plus. Let's look at what an IT operations technician needs. For a law firm, law firms have tons of different, looks like ZipRecruiter's running a bunch of ads. They want your Gmail. That was one thing I've never really enjoyed about this, right? But you just click into it, you click past it, you get through it. IT operations, it's in Charlotte, it's an in-office job, so you're going to be there 5 days a week. Day-to-day duties include keeping an accurate inventory of spare network equipment and repair status, ready to be deployed, maintaining, supporting, and troubleshooting the firm's printers, scanners, and multifunction devices, copiers, scanners, and printers, including the software components of it, procuring and installing the equipment, maintaining, supporting, and troubleshooting desktop hardware, receiving, inventorying, which I don't even know if that's a word, documenting serial numbers and other critical data for new equipment, managing leased computer hardware inventory. So looks like lots of maybe asset management, if you want to sum it up in one sentence, and a whole nother job niche. Handling tasks and projects assigned by the managers of this position, answering routine questions from IT staff or users with config of equipment, communicating with vendors, so vendor assistant vendor management, coordination, scheduling, technical support of web meetings, so Zoom and WebEx looks like that's what they use. Assist with administration of the firm's Read Central, so telecom, huge. So it's awesome. Must know MS Windows line of server software, Microsoft Print Server, the client server, Citrix Terminal Server, PC hardware, printers, working knowledge of Dell, IBM, and HP computers. About the law firm with nearly 350 attorneys, so it's a very large law firm, tells you where it is. Um, so if you wanted to do some backwards look on it, you could always, go through and actually do a quick little search on the address and look for law firms over there. So you can see which law firm it is that you'd be applying to and do some further investigation on whether or not you'd want to actually work for them. But overall, there's nothing that throws away and says, hey, this is very basic IT. I would almost call it operations manager, but it's a decent pay, 80 85K. It's definitely not bad. For the Charlotte Metro, I'd probably say for anything IT, you're looking probably 65 to 80. For this one, I'd probably say you need at least 2 to 3 years on the job. But since it's in person, they might be willing to take a break on somebody that has all of these in their resume, but maybe not in a large production environment, right? Home labs. So if I was going to set up a home lab, one of the biggest things I would set up is a file and print server, right? I would understand how to connect that up into the cloud. I'd also see if I couldn't set up a Marine Central little mini lab, right? What's it Marine Central like? Do they have a dev environment where you can just set up a couple test accounts, manage users, and maybe assign a couple phone numbers, right? What is, you know, telecom, what is VoIP, etc. Learn that. There's just some really basic ones in there. So, like Zoom and WebEx, you should know how to troubleshoot that. You should know how to, close a meeting down, restart somebody's meeting, uninstall the app, reinstall the app, yada, yada, yada. So let's look at another position, right? So let's hit the back button. So one cool thing, still keeps the same settings. Let's look at a support analyst. Doesn't have the pay listed, so that's interesting. You click into it. I don't want to apply. I just want to click in. All right, so let's see. IT infrastructure support to plant employees, resources, gather client problem information. So it looks like lots of notes taken, provide operational support, maximum uptime for plant related Wintel and Linux client desktops, handheld devices, laptops, process PCs, network PCs, servers, file print process, some SQL, OS, so Windows NT. Yeah, this is a very old manufacturing plant. I can tell already, right? If you guys don't know what manufacturing is, it's a vertical of infrastructure IT, right? So, manufacturing is just what that corporation does, right? Kind of like medical manufacturing, a whole other field, but it's very old, outdated. As you can see, they're dealing with Windows NT, Windows 2K, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7. Very, very old, very, let's say, very hard to keep updated. Excuse the Teams notification there. Documentation, applicant experience support, Outlook, other desktop, patience intact, good time management, on-site, non-available, remote. It's a very standard job position. Probably looking because nobody wants to be in a manufacturing environment these days. If I was looking to break into IT, this would be a great role. Probably offering somewhere, I'd say, once again, between the 65 to 80 mark. And that would be pretty decent for this kind of role, right? It's definitely a lot of learning, a lot of hope you have your Google food turned on, but I definitely think it'd be a position where you could excel and then move through, right? So Microsoft Camp and CompTIA certifications are preferred. So it'd be another easy one. Take a look at one more. Let's go to another one of my favorites. Let's go to Dice. Just so you guys know, I will not be using LinkedIn on this video. I think LinkedIn is very, very saturated. Right? There's 800 million people on LinkedIn, and I don't want to do that. I just want to do a job search. So most places will try to make you create an account, but if you really look at it, you don't have to actually create accounts to do a simple job search. We're gonna do one. IT support engineer. You can see other kind of keywords that people have searched before. Pop up. Do a quick search. Let's see. You can see posted date once again. All the filters. You can exclude remote if you want. Get to full time, part time, contract, third party. Yada yada yada. Let's see what this job position is in Chicago. IT specialist. It's on site. 60 to 75K. They're not going to sponsor any visas. Specialist will serve as in-house IT assistant to the lead engineer for a growing 50-plus employee firm. Once again, probably sounds like a law firm. Resolving user-specific and basic networking issues, relationship with vendors, assisting and implementing technology-related business improvement projects, ability to troubleshoot and solve straightforward problems that do not have SOPs required. So you might be creating some. So let's scroll down and read the full one. Resolve basic issues in office network environment, including internet connectivity, file and server, VPN availability, network peripherals. It's always been a hard word for me. Printers, faxes, copiers. Once again, multifunction devices, like I said. File server, print server, hugely important in a home lab, so you can troubleshoot that. Go buy yourself a real cheap printer, throw it on the network. There you go. Interacting with management staff, provide analytical and technical assistance for continuous improvement of IT solutions. Automating data collection for entry, website design, basic coding scripting. Prepare offices with IT equipment, routine technical projects, deployment of software updates and support. Work with the lead IT to maintain and create policies, procedures, and processes, laying data, network security, hardware secure storage, software usage. I don't know where I got storage from, selection, and replacement of computing equipment, yada, yada, yada. Vendor relationships, tickets, and projects. Website maintenance and updates. That's definitely a niche one. Warranty equipment management, once again, asset management is big in most IT support roles. Software support, IT inventory, right? Once again, asset management. Assist with internal control matrix for SOC and scheduled SOC tasks. Maintenance, maintain emergency contact portal, policy handbook. They are looking for 1 year of IT experience with client server and network service delivery. 2 years experience with networking concepts such as VPN and MFA. But by the basics, they're looking for 2 years, right? Never go with the minimum. Looks like 2 years of experience. Bachelor's degree in comp sci, certifications, ability to explain complex IT concepts in simple terms, graphic design, yada, yada, yada. IT support, right? There's a recruiter matrix at the bottom. This is another role that looks like it's pretty good for somebody that's got intuitive experience looking to leave maybe a college help desk, something that's similar. Maybe looking to leave a help desk role, right? Maybe their help desk role is only paying 45 to 50, be a slight upgrade, 15K, nothing to, blink at, right? It's pretty decent. Probably looking more like the 70K range is probably where you'd settle at. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys now know what some basics that you must have if you're looking for a role. And you guys learn the kind of competition you're looking at if you're looking at remote only positions, right? Another one where it's posted 4 hours ago, you could be the first in the door and start actually hitting the apply button, right? You can meet and network with people in person. So I think these are the type of roles you should be looking for if you're looking for an IT support role in 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like the video, subscribe for more.